why do I need a Facebook business page? Why can't I just use my own personal Facebook account? Makes sense, right? You get a lot of throughput to your friends on your Facebook personal account, right? You friend people. But the question I always get is, why do I have to use a business page? Well, I'm going to answer that now. So first and foremost, it's because Facebook requires it. If you're going to use Facebook as a business, you need to use a Facebook business page and not your personal account. Okay, one easy way to delineate between the both is with a personal account, you friend people. With a business page, they like your business page. When they like it or follow it, because there's two different options there, they can like it or follow it, it's pretty much the same. That means they're opting in to receive whatever you're posting there on your business page into their news feed, right? Into their personal news feed. Whenever you log into Facebook or go to Facebook, what's the first thing you see? Your news feed, right? You're going to see posts from friends, from your personal account. You're going to see posts from businesses that you've followed or that you've liked their page. And then you're also going to see ads. So that is what a news feed is. Think of it as your newspaper. Remember those things we used to get at the end of our driveway, right? And we would open those to read the news, and we would see ads and promotions from businesses and things like that. And it was broken into different sections like sports and finance and things like that. That's what the news feed is. And based off of your interests and whom you connect with and what businesses you connect with, that's what you're consuming in your single news feed. That's the same for, pretty much all social media platforms. So, but, Facebook does say that you need to use a business page for business purposes. You should not be using a personal account only for business purposes. And there's other good reasons. There's good reasons all the way around to have the separation there. We're going to go through that. But just knowing it is their terms of service is important, because if you go against the platform's terms of service, you are risking that that account could be shut down. Okay. I'm not saying that Facebook is going around, Facebook police are going around looking for this, but I have had agents tell me that that was the situation, that they had their accounts shut down. Also, many times, agents or anyone will create a separate Facebook account, personal account, to use for business purposes. That's not the right way to do it. Facebook Terms of Service also says you can only have one personal account, okay? Then anything else should be done through a business page. So let's take a look at this. So as I mentioned before, personal accounts / and we call it a personal account, but you have a page, right, from your personal account. That's your Facebook personal page. But think of it as an account. You log into an account. You can only have one personal account, and that's for connecting with friends or people you know or trust, not people you don't know. And there's good reasons for that. If you're, talking about being on vacation, right? That's a bit of a security risk. Someone who you don't know and trust may see that and think, oh, I'm going to go break into their house. Or maybe you're trying to keep parts of your life private and not public for business. How about political posts? Maybe you're someone who wants to make political posts on your personal account. Fine, go ahead and do that. Don't do it on your business, right? Because that can disaffect potential sales for you. So politics, as I always say, politics, religion, keep those things kind of separate. Now, I'm not telling you how to do your business and what you want to put into your business. That's totally up to you. These are just guidelines, okay? And keeping them separate means if I have a business page, that doesn't give someone access to see my personal page, right? There's separation there. So personal accounts and pages, they're connecting with friends. Business pages are for connecting with people necessarily you don't know. I mean, it could be people you know. You want to invite your friends and family to come follow your business page. But It gives you a place where people you don't know, potential clients possibly, or other people who are just interested in real estate can come and follow you and see your posts in their newsfeed if they opt in, right? If they like your business page. So that's what a business page is for. And it, like I said, there's good reason for, that separation between personal and business, private and public, okay? But furthermore, business pages give you more opportunity to do things as a business on Facebook. Number one, you can collect reviews on a Facebook business page, right? Just like you do on Zillow, on Realtor.com, maybe on your website, you put them up. Facebook's a great place to collect reviews from clients so that when people go to your business page, they'll see those reviews there. Also, you can run ads from a business page. You can't do that on a personal account or personal page. Why is advertising important? Well, first of all, the Meta ad platform, which comprises Facebook primarily and Instagram, those two platforms, because Meta owns Facebook and Instagram, okay, allows you to run ads in the news feeds of people wherever you want, right, who have interest in buying or selling a house. So if you want to, quote, get out there in front of people you don't know, then you got to pay a little bit of money to get out there in front of people. Now I say a little bit of money because the minimum ad spend is $1 a day to run a Facebook ad and or a Facebook Instagram ad, which is fantastic. You can reach a lot of people for $1. And it's the least expensive, social media advertising option. Compare it to something like LinkedIn, which is minimum $10 a day. Twitter, I don't even talk about Twitter, how expensive that is, but you can really spend a little bit of money, for example, on a listing. You could create a listing post and boost it and get that listing in front of a lot of eyes. And you can specifically geographically target where you want people to see that, and based off of their interest. Let's say, you have someone who's looking, you have a listing that's a condo or a townhouse. You can kind of pick some of those interests that people may have to more refine some of that targeting. But running ads is important. And then last but not least, unlimited connections on a business page. I think with a personal account, you can have up to 5,000 friends, which is actually quite a bit. But I don't certainly want to have 5,000 personal friends looking at my personal Facebook account. So this is just some of the reasons why you want to have and implement a Facebook business page. So, but the next question I get is, but I'm a real estate agent. I need to mind my sphere, my SOI. How do I promote myself as an agent on my personal account if I can't talk about real estate there? Well, I'm not saying that you can't talk about real estate on your personal account, but there's a best practice for that. And that's one of the things we're going to go through today. So let's keep in mind that with your personal account, it's your friends and family who've connected with you. They've friended you because they want to hear from you. They don't want to hear I'm a real estate agent, I'm a real estate agent, I'm a real estate agent, buy with me, sell with me, here's the listing, blah, blah, blah. They don't want to hear that all the time. Okay, maybe occasionally, yeah, you've got it because that is part of your persona, but they don't want to just see that all the time. They want to hear from you, what you're doing, sure, your business successes and things like that, but your vacation pics, your birthday, all those things, right? But it doesn't mean that you can't promote yourself as an agent, right? Just temper your promotions a little bit maybe do a weekly post about something related to real estate. Or if you post a lot, maybe you could do a couple, but don't make it all that, okay? Because then people are gonna be like, oh yeah, I don't really wanna necessarily, I don't care about real estate, right? So the way that you would do this, and the best practice would be that you would go to your business page and post there, and then share that post over to your personal page. That way you're remaining within compliance of the terms of service. You're using your business page for business purposes, but nothing is to preclude you from sharing from your business page over to your personal page to share something there. And we'll talk more about that in part C of this webinar. I'm going to show you guys how to do it and the advantages of doing it that way. Now, I know it's an extra step for you to do that, but it's important to do it that way. And it really, I'm going to show you how to switch between your personal and your business and all those things. But first, let's talk about how you operate a business page, a Facebook business page. And this is part B of our presentation today, okay? How do I blank a business page? What was that? What was that old, I remember the show growing up when the host would say, maybe it was the dating game. I think that was it. My wife says I blank something. I don't know. That's kind of how I wrote this. How do I blank a business page? Create, log into, manage, post to and from. So we're going to go through all of these all of these ways to do this, but starting with how do you even create a business page, right? Do you, like I said before, a lot of agents think, oh, I'll just log out of my existing account and go create a new account and that'll be my business account. Don't do that. That is definitely going to get shut down. And whatever you build up is going to get lost because Facebook is very strict about that, having multiple accounts. So the first thing to understand about business pages is that business pages are delegated, they're delegated assets to a personal account, okay? What that means is, number one, you have to have a personal account on Facebook if you want to have a business page. And why is that? Well, because you have your personal account that you log into, and then delegated to that personal account are your business pages, and you can have multiple business pages. It can be your real estate page, it can be your cosmetic sales page, it can be land and investment, things like whatever. It could be an area page, whatever, however many Facebook business pages you want to have, you can. I'll just tell you, tip, don't try to do too much because it's hard enough just to operate, right? One business page and one personal account and know how to switch between the two. Once you master that, then decide, okay, do I really need another business page? Is there a good reason for it? Sometimes there are good reasons. It's all dependent upon who your audience is. If they're completely diverse, like I say to district directors, you may want a page that's specifically related to recruiting and then your agent page because you wear multiple hats. So, people who are looking to buy and sell, they don't care about joining Fathom Realty and, saving on getting 100% commission, all that stuff. Vice versa, agents don't need to see home buying, home selling tips, things like that, right? That's a case where you would want to have multiple pages. It makes sense, but probably not if you're like, oh, I live in the Triangle. I want to have a page for Apex. I want to have a page for Cary. I want to have my real estate page. I want to have my Holly Springs page. Don't do that because you're never going to keep up with all of it. Just that's a case where you have your real estate page and then you can post things about the different towns, right? Share it all on one and stay in your lane, right? Okay, so these pages are delegated assets to your one personal account. So you have one login to Facebook. So think about your personal account is the key and your pages are the different carbs that you have. You log into this account, and once you're logged into this account, Facebook understands that you own and that you manage these pages. And that gives you greater functionality to do things on those pages that someone who doesn't have that access will just see the page as a public page. They obviously can't post on it. They can't change the cover image. They can't do those administrative, the management things on the page. But because they're delegated to your personal account. Facebook understands that relationship. I'm going to say this again. Because somebody comes to your business page doesn't mean that they have access to your personal account and to see it, right? You can have that as public or as private as you want, your Facebook account. I'm not going into that today. Google how to change your Facebook account settings if you want to make it more private. But so just because they see posts from one doesn't mean that they're seeing posts from your personal account, and vice versa. Someone who friends you on your Facebook personal account isn't going to see these posts unless, number one, they like or follow the page, or if you share posts from here over to your personal Facebook account page, then they can see and get visibility to those posts, okay? I'm just going to stop for a second here. I'm checking to see if there's any questions for those of you who showed up a little later. Ask questions, please. Let's make this interactive. If I'm going too fast, I'll be happy to slow down, but I'm trying to take my time just to make sure that everything is clear. For those of you who already kind of know these things, then I hope I'm not boring you too much. But let's keep on going through because I'm not seeing any questions coming. So how do you create a business page? Well, first of all, you got to log into your personal account. That's what's going to allow you to create one, and it'll be automatically delegated to your personal account. So log into Facebook. Most of you are already logged in on all your devices. The biggest challenge that we have is when we say log out and try to log back in, nobody knows their password. Okay? Get a little book and put your passwords in it, or use an application if you're comfortable with it to remember your passwords. Make your life easier. You know, my mom used to have her little Scrabble dictionary on her desk because she'd play online Scrabble, and she wrote all her updated passwords in there. So do something like that, right? But log in to your personal account, and then from there, you'll see this little menu. It looks like a little grid over here at the top right. And when you click on that, it opens up this create menu, and you'll see right there, page. You can create a page. So if you click on that, it's going to take you through all the steps to create a Facebook business page. It walks you through naming it, upload your profile, upload your cover image if you have it. You know, you can do it later, but it's going to collect some of the basic pieces of creating a Facebook business page. There's not a lot that goes into this to creating a page. Where there is a lot that goes into it is designing the page, right? That's where people tend to struggle. But you can easily create a Facebook business page in this way. Now, another point to make is a lot of times people will create pages and then they forget they have them and they'll create multiple pages. Just go to your list of pages and make sure you don't already have one before you go create another one. So that's how you create one, or pay someone to create one for you and then make you the owner. And I'm going to stress, make you the owner. I've worked with agents before who have had someone create a Facebook business page for them and they never gave them ownership. They made them an admin on the page, but they never made them the owner of it. And then they lost touch with that person. And now they are trying to do something with it, but they can't because they're not the owner of the page. So you need, if you have someone do it, make sure you're the owner. Here at Go Social Agent, if you sign up for our service and we create one for you, we always make you the owner, okay, of your page. We do have, just a little plug for the service, our social media page design service. It's a $50 one-time fee. We will design your Facebook page. We'll create it too. It includes creation if you don't have one. We'll create one from scratch. If you have one already, you give us access to it, and we just do the design service on that. So to speak, we give your Facebook page a facelift, right? Your business page. So that's $50, well worth it, in my opinion, because we make sure it looks professional. We make sure it's NAR compliant. It has a properly sized cover image with all your information on it. Definitely, if you want to have a Facebook business page, you know, just pay us to do it, or you can do it yourself if you want. So I always get this question, how do I forget how to log into my Facebook business page? You don't, okay? There is no login to your business page. You log into what? Your personal account. And then you have your delegated pages. So there's no separate login to a business page. It's all tied to your personal account. Instead, you switch in to a business page or your personal page. This is where it gets confusing, okay? Because Facebook's changed this up a lot recently. It was probably a couple years ago, maybe it's 3 years ago, that they changed the whole kind of business pages and how do you go between the two, and everybody was used to the old way. Of course, once everybody gets used to it, what are they going to do? They're going to change it up again. But for now, as of the recording of this webinar, what you do is you switch into a page. When you switch into a business page, you are operating as that page. When you switch into your personal account, you are operating as your personal account. Okay, so just understand that switch in terminology is the best way to say it. Understand that switch in use, and that's what Facebook uses. Do you want to switch into this page? You get the option, you don't have to, right? And we'll see some examples of that. So the easy way to switch between your personal account and any of your business pages is through your profile menu. Your profile menu is at the top right on a desktop. On mobile, it's at the bottom right, okay? Why Facebook has to make the app versus the browser-based Facebook so completely different is beyond me. Probably has to do with layout, and they probably have 2 different sets of developers, so that makes it even more confusing. But you're going to go to your profile menu, and your profile menu is always click on your picture to open it up, whether that's the top right or on mobile, the bottom right. When you click on that, it's going to open up a full menu, but at the top, you're going to see what account you're switched into right now, okay? And then maybe your business page. And you'll see this little, looks like the little circle with the arrows. That means switch into. Do I want to switch into Paul Estes Realtor, right? Then I would click on that if I wanted to. If I do, then guess what? Up here, now it's telling me I'm switched into the business page. And then if I click on that, I can switch back into my personal account. All right, so here's a quick tip. Use different profile pictures for your personal and your business page, because there's a lot of visual cues that we're going to discuss today in Facebook that will visually tell you, am I switched into my business or am I switched into my personal? And like you'll see right here at the top of the profile menu, it tells you based off of your profile picture. So I know if I'm wearing the blue shirt, that's my personal, I'm sorry, business. I probably should have switched these because this one's got a jacket on. But anyway, that's my personal, that's my business. If I've got the blue shirt on, I'll say Blues Go Social Agent Blue, right? That's my business. However, I want to remember that in my head. I do. So let's do a quick demo, right? Because I can only explain it so much with screenshots. So let me jump out of here and into my personal. So here's my personal. There I am wearing my brown jacket. Okay. I'm on my personal page. If I go here, this is when I log into Facebook, this is my news feed. That's my home. Your home is your news feed. Okay. Over here are all my different, is a menu option. See my friends. I can click see more. And I can, if I go down here to the orange flag, I can see all my pages. I'm not going to click that because, as you can imagine, I have a lot of delegated pages and probably blow up my browser here. But I am logged into my personal. Now, if I want to switch in and operate as my business page, I just go here and I'm going to switch into Paul Estes Realtor, and I'm going to click that, and it tells me I'm switching to the business page. Now, where am I? I'm in my business page news feed. Whoa, what's that? Well, you can like other pages from your business page. You can interact on Facebook as your business page. Think about, you want to follow local area stuff, maybe a Chamber of Commerce, maybe Town of Apex, or other real estate things, and so that you can come here and share that content off, onto your business page, right? So that's one thing that you can do with your business page. Maybe you didn't know that you could, but right now I'm switched in, operating as my business page. And if I come over here and I click on this at the top of the menu, that's going to take me to my page. Now let's back up. Where was I? I was at home. It brought me to home. This is my news feed. This is where you always start. And then you want to go to your page, you click on this. Now I'm on my business page, switched into my business page, which means if I want to post something on my business page, there's my business page profile picture. I can create a post on my business page right there. Okay. So if I want to easily switch back to my personal, I just come here and switch to Paul Estes. Now it's going to take me to my personal page. Okay. So that's the easy way to switch between the two. So let's go to this next slide. The not so easy way, okay, is to switch into the page from the page itself. So in this case, I'm still operating, I'm switched into my personal page, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to browse for my page. I'm going to go to my page. If I go to my page, it's going to prompt me, do you want to switch into the page? It's kind of a visual cue saying, hey, do you want to switch into the page? Because you're operating as your personal right now. There's also sometimes, to make it even more confusing, sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not. At the top of where your posts are, there will be a prompt, do you want to switch into the page now? You may want to, but let's go take a look at this in our demo. So here I am in my personal account, and I want to go to Paul Estes Realtor page. And there's a good reason why I want to maybe go there and not operate as the page. So this is how you would do it. You would go to the search and you could type it in and then you find it, okay? And then you're like, oh, okay, this is coming up in my search results, Paul Estes Realtor test page. I'm gonna click it. Wait, I'm not there. I'm not in my page yet. This is just search results, right? It's pulling in posts, pulling in videos from my page, et cetera, et cetera. You got to take one more click to actually get to it, okay? Those are just search results at that point. Now I'm on my business page, but I'm operating as my personal account. There's the prompt. Hey, did you mean to switch into Paul Estes Realtor? No, because I want to do something on this page from my personal account. Maybe I would like to invite my friends to like it. I'm going to come over here to this menu. And in order to do that, I have to be operating as my personal account. Okay. And this is taking a considerable amount of time to do that. But under this menu, you would see the option to invite friends. And then it would bring up a list of your friends from your personal account. That's why you have to be switched into your personal account on your business page in order to do that. So just trust me on this one. That's what comes up here. There's some other menu options too. You know, guys, I have, like I've mentioned before, I have so many delegated pages to my personal account that sometimes it's almost impossible for me to use Facebook for things like that, right? Because there's just so much that it's trying to sift through. So probably some weaknesses in Facebook code, right? All right, so here you'll see I don't see what's on your mind to make a post as the page because I'm not switched into the page, right? But as I look at some of the posts on my page, look, it's showing my personal picture there. That's another visual cue. How am I operating? If I make a comment here, I'm going to comment as myself, my personal page, not comment as my business page on my business page. Or I can do things like share to my personal page. And we're going to go through that too. So I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but I just wanted to make sure that you understand this is how you navigate to your business page while still remaining on your personal account and not switching in to the business page. All right. Any questions so far? Not yet. If I'm going too fast, let me know, guys. I'm trying to go slow and detail it as much as possible. So if I go back to home, if I click home, well, I'm back on my news feed for my personal page because I'm switched into that. All right, let's go to the next slide here. Okay, so how do you make changes? How do you manage your business page? Well, first of all, you have to switch into the business page. If you want to make changes to it, you have to be operating as your business page. So switch into your business page, either through the menu or you go to it and click that button that says switch in. You can make changes. You can change your cover image, you can change your about information on your business page, but you have to be operating as the business page to make changes to the page. And you'll see once you do switch into the page, there's this little manage page menu at the left-hand side that gives you options of where all you want to go and do those things for your business page. So again, let's do a quick demo. I go to here. I'm just gonna switch right into my business page from there. I'm gonna go to my page and then you'll see here I can do things like what's on your mind. I can make a post. I can come in here and I can change. You'll see the little edit options. I can change my website, all those things. I can go to my settings for the page and there's all 1,000 different options in there now. That was one of the things that they changed with business pages, which, you know, just makes it even more complicated. But here's one thing that a lot of agents want to learn how to do. If you go to your settings and you go to page setup, look what you can do. You can change the name of your business page, right? That's one thing where people always want to, hey, how do I change the name of my business page? I moved from another brokerage and I put the brokerage in there. I need to change that. Just go right here and click edit and you can change it. Now, Facebook is real sticky about page name changes. This is just an aside. You can only change it once every 60 days. So make sure you really want to change it. Make sure it's spelled correctly, okay? Because after you change it, it's not going to allow you to change it again for 60 days. Why is that? Well, going back to the 2000 election when there was a lot of Russian interference and things like that on social media, bad actors were creating pages to get people to follow, and then they would change the page up to something completely different. And then they would be getting these posts in their newsfeed. So that's why Facebook takes extra precaution with things like page names and things like that. So that's why there are those rules in place. There's good reasons for some of these rules. I know sometimes people may think it's stupid, but this is where you would do that. Also, your username on Facebook is your URL. Your URL is facebook.com/Paul Estes NC or Go Social Paul or something like that. Whatever you want that URL to be for your Facebook business page, that's where you would set that right there. And again, this is settings. Going back to, let's go to the page. I'm just going to show it again. Page settings over here. And then in the left-hand menu, page setup. And like I said, there's a million other things that you can do in your settings and privacy. But that's how you manage it. In order to make changes to your page, you have to switch in to the page. All right. How do you post from your business page? Well, I already showed you guys that. You switch into your page and then you make the post, right? Post something. When you do that, it says, do you want to upload a picture? Do you want to write something? And so forth. And it's right here. It says, what's on your mind? That's where you would put in your text, upload a photo, video, whatever you want to do. It's always right up there at the top. If you don't see it, check to see, are you switched into your business page? That's usually what happens. Agents will say, I'm on my business page, but I can't make a post. Well, you have to be switched in. So go toggle into the page, then you'll see that option at the top. That's a good visual indicator that you didn't switch into the page. And quick tip here is whatever you see here, like I showed you before with the comments, this little visual indicator is going to be telling you, oh, you're making a comment or you're doing some action with your whatever if it's your business page picture, you're switched into your business page, or if it's your personal, you're in your personal. So it's always going to give you that little indicator, whether it's comment or making a post, things like that. I've already demoed that, so I don't think we need to do that today, unless you guys want to see it. Well, let me just do it real quick. So we go to the page. Let's go back. So we're operating as the business page. We go to the business page. There it says, what's on your mind? If I click on that, I can say, just doing a Facebook 101 webinar today, you know, and then I could add a picture and then make the post. And if I make the post, that's going to go, I'm just going to do it. Just sometimes it gives you prompts. Are you trying to make an event? Things like that. And there it is, published just now on my business page, now going out to the followers of my business page, all my 26 followers, right? This is a test page, guys, so it's not like I'm trying to grow followers on my business page. But that's as easy as that. If I were in my personal and I went to my business page, now I'm not going to switch in, okay? Not going to click on that. You can see I don't have the ability to post. If I wanted to comment on it, you can see I'm commenting as the personal. I hope it goes well for you. It's a little conversation with myself on Facebook. How's that? So just, that's how you do it. It's pretty simple once you kind of get the understanding of the whole switching into, and I'm getting tired of saying switch into, but as I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing that. Okay, part C, coming down to the home stretch here. Now you know how to create a page, business page, you know why you need a business page, you know how to create it, you know how to manage it, you know how to switch between your personal and your business page. So you can operate as either one. But let's go back to the beginning where we were saying, you know, I want to mind my sphere, right? I want my personal sphere of influence, my friends and family, to remember that I'm a real estate agent. So I want to promote that from time to time. And like I said, best practice, post it on your business page and then share it from your business page to your personal account. All right, so how do you do that? Well, before we talk about how, let's talk about why. Why would you want to do that? Well, like we already said, you want to promote yourself as a real estate agent to your sphere. But also you want to promote your business page to your sphere. You want to get them to follow you on your business page so you don't have 26 followers. That's public for everyone to see. So one of the common things is once you start a business page, you invite your friends. And like I said, you just click, you're gonna operate as you're gonna go to your business page, operating as your personal, click those little 3 dots, the ellipses, and from that menu, you'll see invite friends. And then you can pick who you want and select them all. It's gonna send them a notification that you're invited to like your business page or follow you. So that'll give you some good general numbers, but kind of what's the point of that? They're already your friends. Well, you want to have they want to support you. You want to have some support. Maybe they don't. I don't know, but it gives you some, at least you don't look like a loner out there with 5 page likes, right? So, but you do want them to see that if they're, what you're posting there. For those who don't, you can still get those posts in front of them by sharing from your business page over to your sphere. And someone may see that and go, oh, I didn't know that Matt had a page called Best Homes in Carolina Beach. I'm gonna click on that page and go visit it, see what all's on there, right? So it's a good way to promote it. Furthermore, what this does is it increases your organic reach. I'm gonna throw that term out at you, reach of your Facebook business page posts. What is reach? Reach means unique eyeballs. So when you hear reach, unique people, how many unique people did you reach with one of your posts? Now, one of the reasons why agents want to use their personal account instead of a business page is because you get more reach from your posts on your personal account, because Facebook has that kind of wide open. The algorithm is wide open between friends. Everybody's friends. Okay, we'll let you have that space. But on a business page, Facebook limits, they cap the reach per post. I know that you guys understand what cap means, right? So all that means is Facebook, after so much reach for a post, it says enough reach. So on average, you should expect to see from a business page post to your page likes, your followers on that page, anywhere between 3% and 8% of your followers for those posts. That's why it's important to post routinely on a business page, because post number 1, day 1, let's say you have 100 page likes or followers. Only 3 to 8 people are going to see that post. Day 2, you post something else. Only 3 to 8 people are going to see that one, right? If you post 5 times in a week, probably half. Now, those people are not always the same, right? They can be different people. It all depends on who's online at the time and who's engaging with your posts and things like that. So you're not spamming your followers on your Facebook business page if you post 5 times a week or 7 times a week. Yeah, you're spamming if you sit down and do 10 posts in a row or even 5 posts in a row. Then they're going to be like, oh, it just keeps coming up in the news feed because it's chronological, right? So when we help agents with their posting, we'll post 4 to 5 times a week, and I always get the question, well, am I not spamming my followers? No, you're not. Because ideally, they're probably going to see 1 post from you a week, maybe 1 every other week, okay, from a business page. Now, with that said, when you share a post from your business page over to your personal account, now you're starting to get that content out in the family and friends, and it's more open, right? And that's helping that post get more reach, because it doesn't matter that you're sharing on your personal accounts, getting shared out there. And as people are engaging with that, that's going to tell Facebook, hey, people like this content coming from the business page. So that's why it's really key to take some time and maybe just share something once a week off your business page. Even if we're, auto posting for you and you're not posting, it's just kind of set it, forget it. By the way, we always encourage our clients to post alongside our stuff, to personalize things more to the business, right? Because That's what's going to get more of the likes and the loves and the engagement, things like that. The things we post are more informational. They'll link out to articles, etc. That doesn't mean, you know, if you go through your own business feed and you see a post that we've made for you, and you're like, oh, wow, I helped a customer with that exact issue, share it to your personal account and then say something about it, right? Oh, I helped a customer with this just last week. There's some really great tips in this article. And then now you're getting that out to your SOI, your sphere of influence, okay? And it's helping you increase your reach from your business page. That's a great way to increase the organic reach. And when Facebook's algorithm sees that people are engaging with your content, whether it's on your page or even shared from your page and people are engaging with it, now Facebook's saying, oh, people like this content. I'm going to increase, instead of 3%, I'm going to show 8% of the posts and things like that. So you have the opportunity to help increase that organic reach. Now, unless you got something that goes viral, which hardly ever happens, okay? You know, that's just going to go across the internet. Don't think you're going to go viral. Just do work the system and do things like that. So this is a way that you can increase the organic reach and stay within the Facebook terms of service. Don't get your Facebook personal account suspended. Remember, there's terms of service, and you know, again, that's why you want to share content and do this as a best practice from your business page over to your personal. So how do you do it? Well, first of all, you have to be switched in to your personal account, because you're going to be sharing some piece of content with your friends and family from your personal account, okay? So make sure that you're switched in to your personal account. If you're in your business, click on the menu and switch into your personal. If you're already switched in, then you don't have to worry about it. Then you're gonna navigate to your business page. Remember, this is where we're gonna go search for the business page, and we're gonna type, we're gonna make sure we're in our personal, we're gonna type in the name of the business page over there in the search bar, and it's gonna bring up some results, and we're gonna click on it. But remember, we're not quite there yet. You have to select it to then open up the search results, and then you're gonna click on it to go to the page to open it, okay? These are the search results. This is the preview. These are the search results. You got to click on it in the search results to go to it. Now you've successfully navigated to your business page from your personal, and you're going to see, do you want to switch in? Don't do that. But you're going to see you're there on your page, and Facebook understands you are an admin of the page. So it's going to give you this menu, the manage page menu, but not everything's going to be active. Some of it's going to be grayed out unless you switch into the page. But you can see right there, oh, I'm on my page, right? And then you can see here for any of the posts, look, there's the visual cue. I am operating as my personal. If I comment on something, it's going to be from my personal. And over here in the manage page, we are not going to switch into the page, okay? Because we want to share something from the business page to your personal account. So don't do that. Pick a post you want to share, right? And then you're going to click the share button option. When you do that, it's going to open up the share dialog. And there, what's that? Your personal picture, your personal account picture. You know, you're posting as Paul Estes, and you want to say something about it. Add some context to it, whatever you're sharing. Just say, you don't have to, you can just share now, but add some context to it. Make it more personalized, right? So that it's, as it's going out to your personal friends and family. You just type that in there, and then you're going to click the share now to get it shared over to your personal account. And it's that simple, right? So in this case, here's that post. I'm on my page. I'm operating as my personal account. I'm going to click share, which is going to open up the share dialog. I'm going to say something about it, and I'm going to click share now. And when I do click share now, Facebook's actually going to have a little pop-up that pops up for about 2 seconds. Okay, if you want to go view the post, you got to be quick. This is all on desktop, by the way. You got to click view post because it will disappear really quick. Or just go to your personal page, right? Go to your personal account. But here's the thing. You got to refresh your page if you want to see it there. So make sure you click the little refresh icon so that it will refresh your personal feed. And then you'll see your post that you shared from the business page on your personal account. And you can see it references the business page. It's coming from the business page and you're saying something about it. Okay. So here's a good question. I'm going to stop for a minute. From Michael Scott. Hi, Paul. With the Go Social Agent posting service, does Go Social Agent already share the posts from the business page to our personal account? No, we do not. You have to do this yourself. Why is that? I don't have your personal login. I don't want it. That's not a part of the service. There's no automated way for us to share things from a business page to your personal account. And for good reasons. You don't want to give a business access to your personal account, right? Give a business access to your business page, but you need to keep your personal account secure. Now, there may be times where you're working with me or someone you trust, and you're like, here's my login, right? To just get this done because I can't figure it out. Okay. Make sure you trust them, okay? And then go change your password afterwards, right? So always keep that in mind. Thank you for more questions coming in. I love this. Magnolia asks, I heard there are fees to opening a business account. No, there's no fees. It's free. Could that change in the future? Maybe. But no, there's no fee for creating a Facebook business page. And Facebook is a freemium platform. What does that mean? It's free to use, but if you want to advertise, if you want to get out there in front of people, you got to pay to play, right? Again, it's the least expensive advertising option in online for anything. Honestly, $1 a day, you can reach hundreds of people in your local area. So there are no fees to creating a business page. If you want us to create one for you, yes, there's a $50 one-time fee for our design service. So, and thank you, Michael. Michael says he highly recommends our services. Appreciate that. And also, who was up here? Yetta says she loves the way we did her Facebook business page. Guys, well worth $50. I would definitely do it if I didn't know what I was doing. Just to have the cover image professionally done. It's got the logo in there so you're compliant and it's sized properly so it looks right on mobile and desktop. So let's take a quick demo here because I know we're almost at the end of our hour of how do I share from my business page to my personal. Okay, so we're on the personal and we're going to go to the business page. Now, I'm on the business page. Let me just refresh. And you probably already saw an example earlier, but let me just come down here. Here's one. Okay, operating, switched into my personal. I'm on my business page, right? But I can see I'm commenting, interacting as my personal. Here's remember to budget for more than just your monthly mortgage payment. Being financially prepared is the key to smooth home buying process. So let's just say that I want to share this, right? I'm interacting, I'm switched into my personal, I'm gonna share, and I'm gonna say something about it. This is a great tip for first-time home buyers. Let me know if I can help you figure out how much down payment you will need. Oh, something like that, right? And then I'm going to share now to post it to my personal. There's the, says, okay, we're posting. Shared to your profile. I'm not going to click it, view post. Well, if you click that view post, it's just going to pull up the view post, but you see it's gone already, right? So let's go to my home and let's go to my personal, and there it is. This is a great tip for first-time home buyers, right? And here's the post. If it's a link, it could take them to the article, but this is just what we call a picture post. And you can see it's coming from the business page with whatever the business page post content was saying there. So it's that simple, guys. It's just a matter of knowing if I want to post something to my personal, I have to be switched into my personal. Then I navigate to my business page and share it from there, without switching into it. I know that that can be very confusing, but I hope that I've broken this down for you guys in the best way. Last plug here for the Facebook page design service. It's a one-time fee, well worth it. If you sign up for our posting service, you can do that and it will offer you the option. Do you also want to sign up for a page design? So you don't have to sign up for the page design and then go do posting, just go do the posting. It will ask you, do you want us to do a page design for you? Do you want one set up or do you have an existing one? If you'd like to contact us, here's our contact information. You can email us, support@GoSocialAgent.com. We're a small team, so we're all monitoring that email queue. We are open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern. We're based out of North Carolina, for those of you who are on the East Coast, but we're open till 6 every Monday to Friday. So we've got some coverage out there for the West Coast. But of course, always feel free to, if you want to just pick up the phone and give us a call. If we're unavailable, we'll call you back.